These days, we're all glued to our screens 24/7. Is it a byproduct of modern life that we all have to contend with, or is it something worse, an addiction that's zapping our energy and impacting our quality of life? Well, only you know for sure if you're addicted to your screens, but if you are, or you just want to live life in real life for a moment, it might be time for a digital detox. Research shows that as you interact with your screens, whether you're checking your email, scrolling through your feed, or playing a game, that your brain gets flooded with dopamine. That's the same hormone that floods your brain when you use drugs like heroin. And unfortunately, the result is just as addictive. So if you get panicky, anxious, or cranky when someone takes away your smartphone or when your battery dies, you may have a problem. A digital detox is exactly what it sounds like. Removing yourself from digital life for an extended period of time, allowing your body to wean itself off all of that stimulation and rebalance itself. Side effects may include increased energy, increased productivity, and actually reconnecting with the people that you love and care about in your real life. We also know that endless hours scrolling through people's perfect social media photos can make us feel pretty crummy about ourselves. But apparently that's a real thing called social comparison effect, and it can cause real depression and anxiety. Here's a game plan for doing your digital detox. A good place to start is to get a sense of just how bad the problem is. There are apps that you can download that will track every single moment you spend online. The results might surprise you, and the whole thing might be very motivating to help you keep going on your digital detox. Decide ahead of time how much time you're going to be spending offline. You might want to ease into it and start small, like maybe running a couple errands without taking your smartphone with you, or maybe spending a weekend afternoon without checking the internet. You're very likely to find that nothing too dire happens when you step away from all that information, and before you know it, you might be spending a whole weekend without your cell phone. Sounds crazy now, but maybe possible. Now that you've got your digital detox time set aside, fill it with things that you love that aren't screen-centric, like taking a hike with your dog, doing a little gardening, or strolling through the farmer's market with a friend, finishing a book. Coming up with a list of things you love to do will help incentivize you to stay away from your screen even when you get a little antsy. Next up, tell everyone in your digital life that you're going MIA for a little while. This way the incoming messages will slow down a bit and it'll be less tempting to keep checking. A good idea is to set up an email autoresponder and even announce your departure on social media so people don't assume the worst if they don't hear from you for a little bit. Now all that's left to do is to start your digital detox. Putting your laptop away and your tablet, that's easy, but your phone's a little bit trickier because you may need it to make and receive calls, especially in emergencies. If that's the case, here are some tips to make it a lot less tempting. Turn off all your notifications and alerts by going to your settings and finding the notifications section. You can temporarily delete especially tempting apps like games or social media apps you find yourself on again and again. Don't worry, you can always download them again later. And if you're detoxing at night or in the early morning hours, make sure you get yourself a real alarm clock so you don't have your phone on your nightstand. You might feel a little twitchy through the whole digital detox process, but know those feelings will pass and keep your eye on the prize. You'll have more energy for the things that are important to you, more control over how you spend your time, and you'll be more connected to the people you care about. I say it's a worthwhile exercise.
Hey NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.